Góðan daginn. I'm gonna be switching from speaking Icelandic in all of my videos to only in some videos. I hope that's okay. But I've spent the last few hours 100%ing Bugs and Buttons 2. But what is Bugs and Buttons 2? Or just B&B 2? Well, it's a mobile game that's made for toddlers and preschoolers. You play mini-games where you learn stuff and they are themed around insects and often buttons. Take a guess where the name came from. Now, when I was in first grade, we actually had Bugs and Buttons 2, so it's a bit nostalgic for me. But to 100% B&B 2, you have to collect all the stamps, which there are 36 of. And you collect them by getting far in minigames and then improving on it. And there's also 18 Morty stuff. Sometimes a beetle called Morty shows up, and he is very cool.
That's great!
Pay no attention to the bug under the hat.
But just showing the process of 100%ing the game wouldn't be very interesting, so I'm also gonna tier list all the minigames. With that being said, let's get this Marty party started! Now first up is Button Repair. This one is pretty fun and still pretty simple. Now I want to point out that the music in this one was made by Kevin MacLeod, and in pretty much every minigame they're made by Kevin MacLeod. So shoutouts to him. Speaking of music, the music in this one, which you can hear in the background, is pretty alright. You know, it doesn't really fit the setting, but I still like it. And with all that being said, this minigame gets B tier. Next up is Sort Factory, and this one is actually kinda hard to 100% because the first time I did it, I got a really high score and I had to beat that the second time. But yeah, I really like this minigame. And Morty here is pretty fun. It looks like he gives you a sticker of a boat. But yeah, the music in this one is pretty okay. It's kind of same as the last one. It doesn't fit very well, but I like the sound effects and yeah, pretty good minigame. I think it should get B tier, or no, A tier. Here is Flashlight Find, and in this one you try to find all the ants that are hidden under buttons with your flashlight. I really like the idea of this one, and it is pretty satisfying to do. I think they could have made it way harder, because right now it's pretty easy to just survive, and yeah. But I like the Morty, he's hidden inside a flower, and the song, well, you've probably heard this one before.
Awesome!
Flashlight Find is also gonna get A tier. Now, next is Picnic Invaders, and this one revolves around pressing the bugs before they snatch the food. This one is kinda like the last one, that, you know, I like the idea, but it's a bit boring because it's kinda easy. Just watch the screen, there's not much going on. But because I like the idea, and the song is pretty good, this one still gets B tier. Next is Bubble Float, and this one is actually kinda unique. You're floating in a bubble as a butterfly, and you have to tilt the screen to control it. Now, first when I played it, it was a bit wonky, but when I got used to it, it was kind of fun actually. I also think the music fits really well, and Morty here is actually really funny.
Yahoo!
And because of all those good things, this gets C tier? What the flip? Next one is Button Count, and this one is just very easy. There's not much going on, you just kinda have to press the guys, and yeah, that's it. So I'm not gonna talk much about this one. It gets D tier. Next up is Anterd, and in this one you have to push away the objects to protect the ants, and I actually really like this one. In the beginning it can be a bit slow, but later it gets really fun and exciting. And also the music just slaps. Listen to this. Now this was also the last game that I got 2 stamps on, because the first time I got a really high score and it was really hard to beat. But yeah, overall this is a really fun game, so it deserves to be our first S tier. Next is Pond Jumper, and this one is also very good. In this one you use a lily pad to bounce the things so they don't hit the water. I really like the difficulty in this one. It's very hard, but it's also very fun. But the only thing that's holding it back is every time you bounce something, it plays a very loud sound effect, as you can hear. Besides that, it's still a very fun game, so it's gonna get S tier. Now here we have Oddball. This one is meant for cognitive recognition for the toddler. Now, if you look at this from a scientific standpoint, this would be very effective in finding something that is different from others. But in practice, it's just alright, you know. They did what they did, but they could have done more. And also the music is very, how can I say this? It's medieval and it does not really fit the theme. But overall, it's pretty good, so I'm officially giving it A tier. Next is button match, and in this one you have to match the shape with the color, or the color with the shape. Now this one is pretty simple and it's definitely not for me, but it's very good I think for young people to practice with this one. But one funny thing that you can do is this.
Triangle. Square. Green. Square. Triangle.
Yeah, you can press the name of the thing a lot and it's really fun. But this one is gonna get B tier. Next is music match, and this one is also pretty simple. You just have to copy what the piano did before and try not to hit a wrong note. With that being said, there's not a lot to this one. It's just the one thing and it's alright. I mean, maybe it practices music, but it's not the best. So I'm gonna give it B tier. Next is RC Racer. This one is actually really fun. You're like controlling an RC car to get by the cars, other cars, and there are also tomatoes in the road. It's just really fun. This one does actually get really hard. You have to get to a set distance in a time limit, and that can be really hard. I also really like the music in this one. It's kinda like the Home Depot theme. In this one, Morty appears on a plane, which is really fun also. So this one is deserving of getting S tier. Next is Letter Tank. Now, in this one, you have to find the right letter in the right order and put it on the left. And personally, I don't really like this one. It's kind of boring and it's very easy. I think to make it harder, they should have added a timer to make it more intense. But one thing I do really like is the background. You know, the colors and whatever it is, it looks tasty. But because this is very boring, it's gonna have to get D tier. Next is Defender. And in this one, you basically have to use 2 fingers to make a elastic band and protect the beetles from falling things. Now, this one is pretty much just a worse version of the pond jumper minigame. And the song in this one is also not very memorable. So, I think this one is gonna get D tier. Guess what? What am I guessing? Oh yeah, it's the name of the minigame. In this one, the pond skater is drawing an object and you have to choose on the side which is the right one. Now this one is also kind of boring and very easy and could have benefited from having a time limit or something to make it harder. But I do love the Morty cutscene. It's also really satisfying to write in the pond with your finger, but it's still only D tier. Next is Number Garden, and in this one you're flying a bee and going onto the roses or flowers in the corresponding number to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on.
4.
Now I think this one was executed pretty decently for what they were trying to do, but I just don't like the idea, like frantically
7.
trying to search around for a number is not the best way to teach numbers. Also how the song loops is very annoying, so I'm gonna give this D tier. Next and second to last is Puppet Show. Now in this one, this was basically like Simon Says. There's a lady that tells you to touch a body part, and sometimes she tells you not to touch that body part. And this one's actually really fun. Or well, if I was a kid, this would be very fun. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I think this is really good at teaching the body parts. I also like how the puppet is made out of so many images. It's kind of quirky and fun. This one is gonna get A tier. And lastly is Bug Crossing. This one is pretty much just Crossy Road, but you're on a time limit. Now, there's not a lot to say here because, as I said, it's just Crossy Road, but it's still pretty fun, and I like it. The song here doesn't really fit, but I still really like it. Now, this one is gonna be our last A tier. Now the video is almost over, but I'm gonna show you my reaction when I completed the game. Come on! Yes! Let's go!
Hey, fellas, looking good.
Uh-oh! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah, I just collected all the stamps. Okay, that wasn't actually my reaction. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you liked me talking in English. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking Icelandic in some videos and English in other videos. But anyway, bye bye!